we just got a call from the post office saying our chicks from Hoover Hatchery have arrived. So we're on the way for the Meat Bird Project. Here they are. So these guys are the Rudds. And then we got Brahmas. And we've got Black Jersey Giants. And we've got Barred Rocks over here.
Barred Rocks! We rock the world! And I don't rock.
We need to go get some feed from the feed store. But the feed store doesn't open up for another 15 minutes. You think we should go to Starbucks?
Yeah, on hot chocolate.
The post office called us really early in the morning, and we had to leave before we got our coffee. So I got my coffee. These guys got their pretend coffee. Yeah, they have hot chocolate pretend coffee. And Lucy got her pup cup. Yeah, she won't eat out of the cup though. She's so spoiled she has to eat off of the straw. But yeah, we're just out here waiting for our feed store to open up so we can give these guys something to eat when we get home. What do you guys think of these?
They're so cute. There's another black marker. Hey, look. I think he's born with that. He's so cute.
Hey, sweet. What do you think?
I like the so cute. And I want to hold them.
All right, we've got the new and improved pallet brooder. If you guys have watched in the past, you know all this gray wood down here came from old pallets. We just took them apart, put them back together. More or less all of the framing of this is done with pieces of the internal parts of the pallet. Down in the bottom is some scrap plywood that we used in the past. Now all this fresh wood you see up here, this is all stuff that was part of the new and improved. In the past we had just had pieces of plywood sitting on there, which got us by back when this thing was in the carport. But now that it's out here, we needed something a little bit more secure and a little bit more waterproof. I'll show you what I did. So I added a 2x4 onto the front. Didn't add anything to the back, that's just still the same. And then I cut this board at an angle to give a pitch to the roof. Made this frame right here. Attached the PVC roofing to it. Added hinges on each corner and a latch. And bam, it's waterproof and closes right up. Now you may notice I only opened up half of it. We designed it so you can either open up both at the same time or just this one longer piece. So that way when we're cleaning, I can leave this one shut, put a piece of plywood right there and move all of the dirty stuff over here, get it out, and then have the chickens saved over there. Got a couple of hooks right here that I just have screwed in to hold my water in place, a cross beam right there that holds my heat lamp. Right now I've got this 2x12 sitting in there that I've got. Hey, Benja wants to explain it to you. Can you explain it, Benja? I've got this 2x12 in there for the feeder to sit on so I don't kick all the sawdust up in it. Shout out to Cog Hill Farm. As Chickadee is making some of their magic water. So what we do, we set the box in there and take each one out individually. So just kind of dip their little beak in the water so they know where it's at. The first little sip of Chickadee's magic water. It feels a little bit mean shoving their face in the water, but it's the best thing for them. Or going into the blue water and getting that one good.
They're very happy.
So just kind of explain to you what's going on with our little project we've got going on here. We've got 4 different types of birds in here. 20 of them are Red Rangers. They are a meat bird. They're not like the huge mutant white Cornish crosses that, you know, the Cornish cross, they grow to butcher weight in about 8 weeks, and then you got to kill them, or else their bodies generally can't sustain their weight. Whereas these Red Rangers, they're not small like a lot of your heirloom traditional type dual-purpose birds, but they're not mutants like the Cornish cross. So they'll grow fast, they'll really fill out, but then you know, they're a little slower growing. The other 3 breeds that I've going on here, I've got a black Jersey Giant, I've got a Barred Rock, and I've got dark Brahmas. Now, all 3 of those are dual-purpose birds. They're also bigger bodied, heavier birds. And so what we'll do is we'll just kind of watch the 3 different types of dual-purpose birds and the Red Rangers, and see how much feed it takes to grow them out, how long until they're ready to feed. We'll compare the way we perceive the way they taste, all of that good stuff. So this is a meat bird project. I've told the kids that if there are hens in the group, we may keep 1 hen of each just to commemorate the project, add them to our egg flock, all that kind of stuff. But mainly this is a meat bird project. One of the things that I've really liked about working with Hoover Hatchery on this project is this. On the Hoover Hatchery website, they have real photos and good photos. And you say, well, what's the big deal with that? Well, there's a lot of hatcheries that, seriously, when I look at their photography on their websites, it looks like the photos were older than I am, or somebody sketched them with colored pencils or something like that, where they have real photos of their birds. But not only do they have real photos of what they're gonna look like when they're adults, they actually have real photos of what they look like in chick form. You know, it's easy for me to identify which of these birds are the Red Rangers, because there's 20 of them and they're completely different colors than the other ones. It's easy for me to identify the Brahmas, because they've got feathers on their legs like a Brahma. However, it would be kind of hard for me to tell the difference between the black Jersey Giants and the Barred Rocks if I didn't already know the difference. So if I didn't already know the difference, I could go to their website, see a picture of what a chick looks like, and be like, aha, those are the Bards and those are the black Jersey Giants. So meat bird project, love working with Hoover Hatchery. Highly recommend them. When I went to the post office to pick the birds up, not only did, you know, Hoover do a good job of letting me know about when they would arrive and give me a tracking numbers and all that good stuff, but when I got to the post office, the people at the post office remarked on what a lively bunch of birds these particular ones are. So I imagine living out here in the country, they see a lot of birds come through the mail. So if mine were particularly lively, I'd take their word for it. You know, and based on the birds that I have had before from different places, usually from feed stores, but these definitely, they're quite vigorous little guys. And so they are just running around, they're exploring, they'll come over here and take a little nap under the heat lamp, they run around, they're drinking the miracle water, they're pecking their feed. They've even started pecking on this water that the nipple water right here that I never even showed them how to do. So they're happy, they're healthy, they're doing it. So I'm super excited about these guys. Go check out Hoover Hatchery on their website. I'll put a link in the description below. But we are excited about these new birds. I can tell you that these little birds, just bringing them home, brought so much joy to my kids. It was like Christmas in June. It was awesome. So, well, thank you so much for tuning in today. God bless you, and go take your mountain.